I'm here with Shadman Zafar, and what we're going to see now is what's available for consumers right now if they're a FiOS TV subscriber. So the first thing we should see is how to control your television from your mobile device.
That's correct. So I'm going to start what we call this as FiOS mobile remote.
Okay.
So now your mobile device is effectively your remote control for your FiOS TV. So here I started an application. This is an Android device. As soon as I start the application, I see my photos, my remote control. So I'm going to start with my remote control. As you see, this just looks like my remote control that I physically used to have, except that now it's completely personalized to my phone. So my wife's one looks slightly different because she may have different favorite channels and stuff like that. Right. And here I can press on menu, and I see a menu there. Or let's maybe start with channel up, and so I do a channel up. You see a channel change here. Interestingly enough, I see actually that the remote control of my cell phone is faster than the actual dedicated remote control.
And why is that?
Because, well, I mean, first of all, this is a $500 device. That remote control is,
right.
cheaper electronic. But really, this is working on Wi-Fi, which is a much faster network than IR or infrared network, so the round trip is much faster.
And you don't need the line of sight.
You don't need a line of sight, so you can hide your set-top box in a closet or something and still work. And I do basically all the functions. These are my volume up and down, my mute, number pad. This is essentially my, my arrow keys going up and down, which is what I'm doing on the screen there. I can go to, let me exit out of here. I'll go to menu. And I'll now go up and down on the menu. I'm sort of, let's say if I have to go search, I can start the search right there. I have TV widgets, for example. Now I can do very interesting things, obviously, because now that I have a smartphone in place, I can actually use this as a full keyboard. So if I'm using my widgets, oh, wait a second, my widgets.
You're using so the widgets are just, they're applications for the
So these are just applications, but so the control is in my cell phone, but the screen is actually the big screen. So if I'm using a Twitter widget or Facebook widget, I type here, and it shows up on my TV screen. Okay. So that's how I can use my widgets. I have a little TV keyboard. So now I can type on the keyboard here and it will actually show up there. Also, by the way, all the media that I may have on my phone becomes now shareable with my TV. So I have my photos here. Let's see what kind of, so it's me. So I can just take this photo and flick it to TV and shows it right there.
And this is without you needing any sort of
didn't do anything.
Go-between.
Since it's a remote control for TV, it shares the data.
Right.
So I could just do that, and I could, browse through my content. As I browse through it, it shows up there. Looks happy there.
I want to point out, so this is running on Android, but the whole idea, is that the same experience is available on an iPad, on
That's correct. It's basically, as I explained, that the software has been virtualized up.
Right.
And it runs on different devices, all the devices that
that's what I think is interesting, is that you're not as constrained by new models or new technology devices as you would be if you didn't have that sort of layer of virtualization.
That's
somewhere.
correct.
It's
exactly.
like now you can write to whatever device, and if there's a new version of Android tomorrow, you guys can come up with something that keeps the experience consistent.
That's exactly correct. We made that bet almost 18 months ago or so, that rather than writing a one specific app to do a function on a specific device, we'll do the heavy lifting up front and virtualize the whole set-top box, whole TV experience. So then going forward, we knew that there are going to be many of these devices, so we can quickly move around and not have to struggle through it each time a new device comes out. So this is a FlexView application. Here I'm seeing my featured movies that somebody can go and buy. So let's say I click on, let's do this Arthur. So I could rent the movie right here. I can buy the movie. I see the pricing on it, or I can view a little commercial for the movie. I have on top what's hot, what's everybody else is buying. So it looks like Soul Surfer is doing good. And or you can just browse by categories. Here are my purchases. These are the movies I may have purchased. So it's now gonna go to a single area where I may have purchased them on TV. I may have purchased them on this mobile device, on PC. So I see all the different movies. I could view any one of them. I see I may have actually so I downloaded The Romantics right before we start talking, actually. So I can click on it, and basically movie starts playing wherever I left it from. That's where the movie starts playing from. Yeah, so you got like a full HD experience of the movie. It knows where you left it on your TV or here, and you start playing it right from there.
Well, hey, thanks for showing us this. It's really interesting what consumers can do right now with their mobile device and the FiOS service without no new hardware, no software to subscribe to. This is right out of the box if they're a FiOS subscriber.
That's correct, and it's absolutely almost no behavior modification. You flip out the phone right out of your pocket and you start using the TV with that.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.